Hey guys, it's me, uh, Spring Demon. It's me, Spring Demon. Sorry, I was thinking if I should go by my real name or this name, the name I made myself. Not just, you know what I mean. But today, it's gonna be a bit different. Um, this is the project. Um, so all I want to say as of right now is that this will be my last year in high school. And after this, I honestly don't know. But I would like to dedicate this to the teachers I had. Literally, most teachers I had, well, I should put it like that. Most teachers I had through throughout high school. If it wasn't for them, I would still be thinking, hey, school is this place where you get treated like ass and where you get treated poorly, and not only that, like even if you do tell someone about what another student's doing to you, they really wouldn't care. Most of my teachers gave me a different view. That like, hey, yeah, there will be teachers like that, but in the end, you'll always have someone that to count on, and if not, and if you don't think you do, chances are you do. You just don't realize it. Um, so because of them, I kind of I kind of have a different perspective of 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 school. Um, um, there was this one teacher I really want to apologize to. I know I could have done better. I most definitely knew I could have done better, but I just timed out. I timed out, and I didn't give it my all. So I like to apologize to Dr. Richardson, my English 12 teacher. I know I apologize for not turning out all my work, thus causing me to potentially fail, and also giving you a crap ton of work to do. But I also appreciate that you didn't give up on me. Because of that, I'm gonna try harder. If I want to pursue something, I'm gonna try harder. Probably one of the reasons that's why I'm doing the video though. But yeah, I apologize and I appreciate what you're doing. And yes, I will be pulling these up every now and then. A favorite quote. It's not really a quote, it's more so of a lyric. It is, I've struggled for years, and through all of the tears, I face the doubts and I hide. It is a lyric from, I believe, Anxiety by The Score. If I'm not wrong, though. Either that or Born for This. It was from Born from This. Born for This. It's a lyric part from Born for This by The Score. And I can relate to it because for the first part, I struggled for years. Meaning, well, middle school, which I struggled, and the pandemic, I struggled. So, those were like several years. So I actually did struggle for years. The rest of it is middle school. Middle school was an emotional roller coaster for me. It was an emotional roller coaster for me. I did not like one bit of it. And I hit it. I hit it all. And yeah. Oh shit, this is gonna make me confess some shit. I don't wanna do that, but I don't wanna do that. My bad. But that's from the past. Some time from my past that shaped me to who I am now did not happen within my years of high school, but instead was in middle school. More so when my older sister went to a place. Me, as the second oldest, I had to I had to take up the role of the older sibling. That's even though I was like 12 or 14 at the time. And that really made me change my whole perspective of responsibility and whatnot. Now, on to my favorite section. What's lit and what's not. What I think is that cap munch. I ain't gonna tell you what a munch is. Just look it up. Just look it up or ask someone that knows. But I'm not gonna tell you what a munch is. And then dab me up. And then my personal favorite, what's good, cuz. And then what's not, none. It's short for nothing. That's literally it. Cap, like we all know what cap is. I ain't gonna tell what munch is. I just refuse not to. Live, learn, pass on. A lesson I lived through, learned, and want to pass on is not to give up, even if there's another pandemic. I'm not counting on it, nor am I hoping that there is. I actually don't want there to be another one. But even if there's another pandemic, for all those that are in school, don't give up. Don't give up on school. It'll just make your life 100 more. It'll just literally just make it much more difficult. And yeah, it'll be difficult. As since you're stuck at home, you're able to concentrate, especially if you are being called to do stuff 24/7. Trust me, I was being called to do stuff 24/7, mid class, and I hated it. I absolutely hated it. It caused my sister to drop out. I'm gonna put it like that. It caused my sister to drop out, but it'll be difficult, but manageable. Social commentary / criticism. In other words, truth about reality. But like a poem / song form. A man drained the pool of truth and drowned the world in the seas of corruption, controlled by the rapturous devil, lured by what the fuck? Luis Temptress. Fortune, consequently, the Castell bodies are out of tune. No space for humanity and affection. Only Macola and lust for these. What the fuck are these words? I have no idea. My head is hurting just by reading this. Only unless for these Charlatians, I believe. Advocate truth, do you? But better beware, for irksome is to humans truth, like holy water to that Lucifer named youth. Here evil stays young, while goodwill is bound to perish today or tomorrow. You will find no sympathy here, only scowls and ugly glares, or at the most blind empty stares. By Enura Paulini. Kind of the deep, even though I most likely mispronounce most words. Look, I never said my reading was on point. I never said that, okay? So don't get mad at me. Okay, don't get mad. This will be fun. Advice for freshmen. Ignore the fights. Ignore, please. Just, pay no mind to them. Don't get into fights. Pay no mind to the people fighting. Pay no mind to the people aggravating you, making you want to fight them. Trust me, there are several people that I wanted to fight. Several people. But did I? No. Because I was like, it's not worth it. It ain't worth it. And just pay the fights and the people no attention. Don't give them the satisfaction. Because while you might think it's they're fighting, let's get all up close and and we'll quit it. No, because once security sees a whole group of people, they're going to figure out, and everyone within that group is going to get in trouble. You don't want to get in trouble, especially if you're the one doing the fighting. Then you're going to get suspended, which will literally rid you of your chances of prom, homecoming, any event like that. and potentially graduation, because you only get a certain amount of days you can miss from school until you technically fail. And you don't want to be what 19 with a whole bunch of 18, no, like 19, 20 with a whole bunch of 18-year-olds, 18, 17-year-olds, when you eventually reach your senior year. You don't want to do that. You don't want to be there. Trust me, I know a kid that's a junior that's supposed to be a senior with me, but because he decided dumb, well, was gonna do something dumb. It cost him a lot. Trust me, I know someone. And while y'all minds are still young, and y'all, chances are y'all haven't seen a fight before. But then again, depending on what school y'all came from, y'all probably have. Like, but pay them no mind. Don't pay them any mind. It's not worth it. It ain't worth it whatsoever. Stop the stereotype. Stop. Fuck, I can't speak today. I'm so sorry. It's time to stop the stereotype. Fuck it. So, Northview, it's an alright school. It's alright. It's okay. It's not as bad as people say. I'm a put it like that. It's not as bad. It's just that the students, more so the freshmen, but literally the students in general give it its bad reputation. Well, most teachers, most teachers actually care about teaching. And I'm not saying that there are teachers that don't care, even though there is. I'm not gonna lie, there is. There are some that cares a bit too much. But it's a nice school. It's just that the students make it difficult. But then again, it's Norfolk. It's Norfolk. Like, what do you expect? It's like I'm not trying to hate or anything, but it's like Norfolk's is like the bootleg Detroit. And trust me, I was born in Detroit, so I've seen a thing or two on how Detroit can be. Trust me, it gets real bad. That's why you should never stay out at past dark. Never, because you'll get your ass mugged. But Northview is an high school. Kudos to me for making it this far. Even though I was tempted to give up, I even told my mom that I wanted her to drop out at some point. But I didn't. I pushed for it and I'm nearly there. I'm nearly there. Look at me now. One thing I would do differently, though, is I would actually get my work in. And if I did, I wouldn't be so close to filming. I wouldn't. It's the honest truth. My most memorable class I had is orchestra. It is. I'm sorry, but it is. Reason being is because not only did I have Miss Smith's class for 4 years, as embarrassing as it is to admit, this year's community concert that I had about like a month ago, I nearly cried because it came to me that this will potentially be my last concert, and like permanently. And deep down, I know that I'll miss her. She is a great teacher, and any student would be lucky to have her as a teacher. I'm just say that. I'm gonna say that. I will say more, but I'm kind of on a time crunch here. Epilogue. In conclusion, thanks to all, not if most, not if all my teachers I had through my years of high school. I greatly appreciate you all. And pardon me, but yeah, that's all for the recording part. Still have to do some editing. But, once again, thank you to all my teachers that I had. I appreciate everything you all did for me. And if I graduate, I hope to see some of y'all there. It was fun. But, some things has to come to an end. Anyways, that's all.